Hi, welcome. My name's Camilla and this is a class designed to help you if you have lower back pain. So we'll be doing some gentle movements, no standing poses for today. So it's a perfect class also if you want a bit of a more gentle, slow practice. We're going to start today in child's pose. Knees come wide apart, toes touching, reaching forward onto your mat, letting your forehead ground. Sinking back into your heels. If you're feeling really tight, bring your knees even wider. And if that is still challenging for you and you need a bit more support, you can always add in a bolster, a pillow, something here so you're a bit more propped up. Shutting your eyes, taking a few deep breaths. Maybe you're feeling a compression through your hips, pressing back into your heels. So you can bring the attention, the awareness to your breath throughout this class. Inhale, coming up to all fours, hands and knees. Stacking hands under shoulders, knees under hips, pressing through your palms. Dropping your belly down, looking up, cow pose. Pressing through your hands. Exhale, rounding your spine, gently curling in, cat pose. Inhale, pulling your chest through and forward. Exhale to round. Continuing in your own rhythm with your breath. Add maybe some circles. So you can stay in our cat-cow or coming over the wrists, back over the heels, releasing the spine, the head, the neck. Make these nice and fluid. You can take the circles the other way. Very nice. Let's come back to one more linear cat-cow, looking up, pressing through your hands. Exhale, cat, surrounding, pushing away. Very nice. Sitting back on your heels, stretching out your legs, and let's roll down onto our back. Hug your knees into chest. Rocking side to side. You can hold on to each knee and let's do some circles with the knees. Reversing your circles. And then placing feet on the floor, hip width apart, pressing through your heels, hands on the mat, driving your hips up to the sky, pressing down through your feet. Bridge pose. Bottom is squeezing, hips are pushing high. Hands can stay on the mat or you can interlace fingers, climbing up a little bit higher onto your shoulder blades. Releasing down, feet come mat width apart and knees knocked together. So we're making like a capital A with our feet and legs. Hands come onto your body. Maybe one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Closing your eyes. So we'll do the same again, walking feet back to hip width apart, pressing through your feet, your hands pushing up, bridge pose. Staying here or interlacing fingers, climbing up to a slightly higher variant of bridge. Chin to chest. Pushing hips 1 centimeter higher. Very nice. And then releasing vertebrae by vertebrae all the way down. Knees hugging into chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Figure 4. Planting your left foot on the mat, flexing your right foot, and bringing your ankle onto your thigh. So your foot is out in space, your ankle is pressing into your left thigh, right knee is pressing away from your body, picking up your left leg, hugging the left thigh, or around the shin. I think today I'm going to do the thigh variation, pressing right knee away as best as you can, flexing your right foot. Steady breathing. Can be nice to close your eyes. Beautiful. Releasing, other side. Noticing how the hips are here. This is a beautiful pose to spread the lower back. Breathing space into the backside of your body. Beautiful. Releasing your feet. Again, hugging knees into chest. Rocking side to side. Stretching your left leg long. Bring your hips over to the right and dropping your right knee to the left. Extending your right hand long, turning your head towards your hand. Supine twist, grounding down through the shoulder. So it might mean that your knee is not on the ground, and that's fine. If this is too much for your back, we can bring knees together. It's a more gentle variation. Inhale, center. Returning hips back to the middle and then hips to the left, extending your right leg long. Left knee comes over into your twist. Very nice. Back to center, hips even. We'll do a pose now called waterfall or Viparita Karani. If you have a wall, that's a great option. We're going to have legs up against the wall, hips as close as the wall to you as you can. If not, placing something under your lower back, a cushion, a block if you have one, and legs just dangle in space. So if you do have a wall, the wall is right here next to your bottom, so coming in nice and close. If you're using a block, getting it into a comfy position, it can take a few goes. Legs high, arms on your body, hands resting, shutting your eyes. It's a very gentle inversion, designed to calm the body. Very nice, releasing down from the wall, removing any props. Making your way to Shavasana, final resting pose, corpse pose. Bring your shoulder blades together, hands open, feet falling away. We'll spend a few minutes here in silence, allowing your body to completely let go. If this is too much for your back, again, you can just have knees bent, maybe feet wide, knees together. So picking a final resting pose that's comfortable for you. moving fingers and toes. Stretching arms overhead, long. Bending your knees into your chest, giving yourself another squeeze. Planting your feet on the floor, coming up to sit, crossing your legs, finding a comfortable position, closing your eyes, sitting tall. Hands to heart center, bowing down to yourself. Namaste. Thanks for joining me here on the mats. If you enjoyed today's class, consider subscribing for more such classes to come. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day.